8 months pregnant. Offset went through her phone and caught her texting a nigga, some dog nigga named Stefon Diggs, some football player. He done everybody's in the game, which is kind of ironic.
Y'all, I need you to sit down for this one because the internet is on fire right now. Stefon Diggs has Cardi B looking like a whole clown, and I'm about to break down every single detail. Listen, when I tell you my jaw dropped to the floor when I saw these receipts, baby, this might be the messiest situation we've seen all year. So here's what went down, and trust me, you're gonna want to hear this entire story because it just keeps getting worse with every single detail.
But I'm going to fly my kids out because my daughter's off till the 25th.
Gotcha. Spring break?
Yeah, so it's like, I could fly. Like, I was in Miami for a month and I was flying my kids over there every weekend. But, like, on the road, it's going to be kind of, like, hard. Like, oh, yeah, keep coming with me every single day. And
yesterday, out of absolutely nowhere, this woman comes forward claiming she's been Stefon's side piece this entire time. Cardi's been showing him off. And before you ask, yes, she brought receipts. Not just any receipts. We're talking explosive, undeniable evidence that has the internet in an absolute frenzy. I mean, imagine thinking you found your perfect man after that disaster with Offset, only to find out he's been playing you from day one.
I just thought he was like a manager. I was like, whatever. I went to his crib and he had like a whole studio in his basement and he had like a couple of plaques and I'm like, oh. He was like, I'm a producer, like I do beats and everything.
The audacity of these men in 2025. Now, let me paint this picture for you. Just last week, Cardi was on Twitter Spaces gushing about how she finally found a man treating her like royalty. She was literally telling everyone how she's being loved head to toe by this gorgeous man.
I don't know. It's like different factors that I feel like people just be like, probably like hating on me or something like that. But I always felt like in my whole life, it has been like that. That's why I'm such an introvert too. Like I don't really, coming from the Bronx
and then boom, this side chick shows up with the nuclear launch codes. First, these pictures start circulating online showing Stefon looking real comfortable with this mystery woman. I'm talking intimate photos that you don't just take with a friend. But that was just the appetizer because what came next? Chile. I wasn't ready. This woman took to her Instagram stories and dragged Stefon for filth saying, and I quote, "I hate."
WAP.
WAP. What does that stand for?
That's Cardi B.
When an man acting like he wasn't just crashing out being a stalker. Excuse me? Stalker? And then she did what any scorned woman in 2025 would do. She released the texts. And let me tell you, these weren't old messages from months ago. We're talking fresh receipts from this month where Stefon's texting her things like, "Where you at?"
Yeah, like when real life started hitting, like it's like, yeah, dreams, whatever. I always say the story, like I started recording like my manager at the time. He was like, you always like remixing songs like on the spot. Like you should try to like record.
And was waiting to see something I don't like. Y'all, the streets are on fire right now and Cardi B is caught in the middle of this blazing mess. But here's where it gets even more wild. This is not the first time Stefon Diggs has been caught up in female drama. Remember when he was seeing Young Miami? How did that end? She dropped him when word got out that he allegedly had a whole baby on the way with someone else.
Like last year, like around December, when me and my dude was going through some things, like he was like, it's like when was the last time we went on vacation?
A whole human child. So now everybody's scratching their heads wondering, did Cardi B really not know what kind of man she was getting involved with? Was she so desperate to move on from Offset that she jumped straight into another toxic situation? Let's be real for a second. Cardi is still going through her divorce from Offset, a man who embarrassed her repeatedly with his cheating ways. She's still healing from that betrayal.
And like dealing with a lot of like shiesty, grimy girls and men that is just like, that's why I'm such an introvert. And I always feel like because of my attitude, like I'm very flamboyant. I'm very like, I'm not a person that's gonna be silent.
And now she's dealing with this? Can this woman catch a single break? And speaking of Offset, oh, he couldn't wait to be petty about this whole situation. The minute this news broke about Stefon, guess what Offset did? He hopped on Instagram with a post saying, "It's a cold world we live in," followed by laughing emojis. Laughing emojis. Really, Offset? Really? You had a devoted wife who stood by you through scandal after scandal.
And I grew up in a different type of Hispanic culture, like the Heights.
Yeah.
That is more like...
It's more hood, it's more
It's more
street.
hood, it's more street, it's more trappy.
Yeah.
It's more Dominican.
Right.
And you still couldn't keep it in your pants. But now you want to laugh at her pain? That's not just petty. That's pathetic. Meanwhile, the internet is going absolutely insane over this drama. One fan commented, "No, ma'am, he not the prize." Another said, "Cardi just using him to get over Offset. He's not the prize." And honestly, they might be right. Let's think about this for a second. What are the odds that Cardi B would leave one cheater just to fall right into the arms of another one? It's almost like, is there a cheaters convention where these men meet up and plan this stuff? The saddest part about all of this is watching Cardi go through another's public humiliation. Damn, this woman left King Cheater just to end up with God Cheater. Make it make sense. What's especially heartbreaking is that we all saw how devastated Cardi was when she finally decided to leave Offset. She was on social media crying, telling her fans she tried everything to make that marriage work. She didn't want that divorce. And now, just when she thought she found someone better, this happens. It's given rebound disaster. It's given unhealed trauma. It's given, girl, take a break from men. And can we talk about the timing of all this? Because it feels so calculated. Just when Cardi starts moving on publicly, just when she's starting to look happy again, boom, the side chick appears with a folder full of receipts. You have to wonder, was this woman holding on to these texts, waiting for the perfect moment to drop them? Was she watching Cardi's social media, seeing her happy posts about Stefon, and just seething until she couldn't take it anymore? And this is where it gets interesting. Did Offset have something to do with this coming out? We all know he's been bitter since the divorce. Is it possible he somehow orchestrated this whole exposure? I'm not saying he did, but I'm not saying he didn't either. What's crystal clear in all of this mess is that Cardi is much better than what these men are giving her. She's out here building an empire, raising her beautiful kids, dropping hits, and these men are playing games with her heart. The real question now is, what's Cardi gonna do about this? Is she gonna cut Stefon off completely? Or is she gonna try to work through this like she did so many times with Offset? Because let's be honest, we've seen this story play out countless times in Hollywood. Woman catches man cheating. Woman forgives, man cheats again. It's a cycle as old as time. But Cardi, GIRL, please. Learn from your past. Don't let history repeat itself. And what's crazy is that Cardi hasn't even responded publicly yet. Her social media has been silent since this news broke. Is she gathering her thoughts? Is she confronting Stefon behind closed doors? Or is she planning some kind of epic clap back that's gonna leave us all shook? Whatever she decides to do, one thing's for sure: the internet is watching and waiting. Fans are already taking sides in this drama. Some are defending Cardi, saying she's the victim in all of this. Others are criticizing her choice in men, saying she needs to do better. And a few cruel comments are even suggesting she deserves this for how she's acted in the past. Hold up. Let me address that real quick. No one deserves to be cheated on. No one deserves to be humiliated publicly. I don't care what you think about Cardi B. No woman deserves to go through this kind of betrayal. Period. And honestly, when your heart is broken, when you're still healing from a devastating divorce, you can't always see the red flags waving in your face. Your judgment gets clouded. You make decisions based on emotion rather than logic. That's probably what happened with Cardi. She was vulnerable after leaving Offset, and Stefon swooped in at the perfect moment with all the right words and gestures. How was she supposed to know he was playing the same exact games as her ex? The saddest part is watching history repeat itself. Didn't we just go through this with Offset? Didn't we just see Cardi crying on Instagram Live about his cheating? And now here we are. Again? Same story, different football player. At some point, you have to look at the pattern and ask yourself, what is it about these relationships that keeps leading to the same outcome? Is it the type of men Cardi's attracted to? Is it the lifestyle? Is it the pressure of being in the public eye? Because let's be real, celebrity relationships are hard. Everything you do is scrutinized. Every argument, every mistake, every moment of weakness is amplified for the world to see. That's pressure most regular relationships couldn't handle. Add to that the fact that these athletes and rappers have women throwing themselves at them everywhere they go. The temptation is constant. Not that it's an excuse, but it's definitely a factor. What Cardi needs right now is support. She needs people around her who genuinely care about her well-being, not just yes men who tell her what she wants to hear. She needs time to heal properly before jumping into another relationship. But most importantly, she needs to realize her own worth. Cardi B is one of the biggest stars on the planet. She's talented, successful, beautiful, and a devoted mother. She doesn't need to settle for a man who can't give her the loyalty she deserves. And let this be a lesson to everyone watching this right now. Never settle for less than you deserve. Don't let someone treat you like an option when you've made them a priority. Know your worth and add tax to it. As for Stefon Diggs, well, the internet has already started dragging him. His comments are flooded with angry Cardi fans calling him out. His reputation is taking a serious hit. But will it affect his career? Probably not. These athletes rarely face real consequences for their actions off the field. The million-dollar question now is, will Cardi B publicly address this situation? Will she deny it? Will she confirm it? Will she call out Stefon for his behavior? Or will she take the high road and handle this privately? Whatever she decides to do, I just hope she knows that she's got millions of fans supporting her through this mess. Nobody wants to see Cardi hurting again. She's been through enough. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Cardi should cut Stefon off completely? Should she give him another chance? Or should she take a break from dating altogether and focus on herself? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I am dying to know what y'all think about this situation. And let's be real, this drama is probably far from over. I have a feeling we're going to be hearing a lot more about this in the coming days. The side chick might drop more receipts. Stefon might try to defend himself. Offset might get more involved. It's gonna be a mess. But one thing's for sure. Cardi B deserves so much better than this. She deserves a man who's gonna love her publicly and privately. A man who's not gonna have her looking foolish on these internet streets. Until next time, stay messy, stay blessed, and keep it locked right here for all the latest celebrity tea. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you want more videos like this one.